Okay, see. So reaction with active metals. Okay, first thing, in reaction with active metals, first example one given, reaction with sodium metal is given, Na, sodium metal. Okay, here particularly reaction with sodium metal. It is also called Wurtz reaction. See this? So reaction with sodium, that is also referred as a Wurtz reaction. In such process, when the alkyl halides reacts with active metal sodium in the presence of dry ether, here dry ether, it acts as a solvent. Dry ether acts as a solvent. So in such process, Na combined with the X, that is replaced as a NaX, sodium halide. After that, R. So here only alkyl group is there. It is not satisfied valency. Because of that reason, here we want 2 moles of alkyl halide. Then only both are combined with one more R, so to form alkane. See that is a alkane. Okay, after that we are balanced. It is also required 2 moles here, 2 NaX. It is everything balanced. This is called Wurtz reaction. So alkyl halides reacts with the active metal sodium. In the presence of dry ether, we get alkanes. This process is called Wurtz reaction. Here cases are there. If you can take alkyl halides, similar alkyl halides, so this, if I have taken methyl halide, methyl chloride, so it reacts with the sodium. Okay, for example, sometimes we are taking 2 moles like this, methyl chloride, methyl chloride. Otherwise, we will take directly 2 moles of methyl chloride. That is also correct. When it reacts in the presence of dry ether, sometimes they will give ether means symbol O. In such process, Na combined with the Cl, there also Na combined with the Cl. That is replaced as a 2NaCl. Here we get methyl combined, we get ethane. See this? It is called ethane. Now, otherwise, if we can take 2 different alkyl halides, what about that? Generally, Wurtz reaction is used for the preparation of even number of carbons alkane. For example, if you can take alkyl halide, methyl halide, we get ethane like this. If ethyl halide, we get butane. Propyl halide, we get hexane. Butyl halide, we get octane. Pentyl halide, we get decane. So generally, Wurtz reaction is used for the preparation of even number of alkanes. First thing. Okay, based on Wurtz reaction, we prepared odd number of alkanes also, but it is difficult. Why? Because why it is not favorable for odd number of carbons alkane. Otherwise, case 2. I will take 2 different alkyl halides. See this? This is a case 1. If I have taken case 2. So one is the methyl chloride. Other one is the, if I have taken ethyl chloride. So this in the presence of dry ether. Now here I have taken two different alkyl halides, methyl halide and ethyl halide. Okay, such process also sodium combined with chlorine. There also sodium combined with chlorine replaced as a 2NaCl. That is the byproduct. Okay, after that, say after that, so here methyl combined with ethyl, we get propane. At the same time, not only propane, methyl combined internally methyl, self combination, we get ethane, ethane. Not only that, ethyl combines with the self to form butane also, C2H5, C2H5. It is called butane. In such process, we get a mixture of products, a mixture of alkanes. So after that, we will balance that one. See, generally, if two different alkyl halides are there, it reacts with sodium in the presence of dry ether. So first we form propane, methyl combines with ethyl to form propane. It is called generally, propane is called crossed product. Crossed product. What is the meaning of that? Okay, methyl ethyl combination product is a crossed product. Remaining self products. Methyl combines internally methyl to form ethane. Ethyl combines with internally ethyl to form butane. These two products are called, we can say here, self products. Self products. Okay, generally in this process, when two different alkyl halides participate in Wurtz reaction, we get a mixture of alkanes. Okay, here self and crossed products are formed. Out of that, self product somewhat predominates than crossed product. That is first thing. Second thing, here propane, odd number of alkane along with even number of alkanes are there. But this mixture, the propane separation is difficult. Why? Because all mixture components are one type of components. All are alkanes only. Because of that reason, almost all alkanes having identical properties are present. Because of that reason, the separations are difficult. The separations are difficult. So it is not favorable for the preparation of odd number of carbons alkanes. Odd number of carbons alkanes. It is mainly used for the preparation of even number of carbons alkanes. Okay, odd number of carbons alkane, propane we are prepared, but the propane separated from the other alkane, this process is difficult because all are alkanes. The alkanes mixture, that mixture separations are difficult. Because of that reason, it is not favorable for the preparation of odd number of carbons alkanes. It is only favorable for the preparation of even number of carbons alkane, like ethane, like butane, like hexane, like that. Okay, one more last point. Based on Wurtz reaction, methane cannot be prepared. Methane, CH4 not possible. So alkanes, out of that, the first alkane, methane preparation is not possible based on Wurtz reaction. Okay, these are the conditions. Okay, second thing. Reaction with the sodium. One more important property, reaction with the magnesium. See this? reaction with Mg. Okay, now in this process, if the alkyl halides, say this alkyl halide, whatever that, alkyl halide, it reacts with magnesium metal, Mg, magnesium metal, in the presence of dry ether, dry ether. Okay, O is nothing but ether, dry ether. Same, both cases we take the solvent as a dry ether. Okay, now in this process we get a additional product, that is, see, RMZX. We get this additional product, RMZX, RMZX. It is called, okay, alkyl magnesium halide. It is also called simply Grignard's reagent. See this? So particularly alkyl magnesium halide, it is called Grignard's reagent. Alkyl magnesium halide. Okay, now onwards, what is called Grignard's? Okay, Grignard scientist. So it is prepared by Grignard scientist. So it is called Grignard's reagent. So alkyl magnesium halide is called Grignard's reagent. Grignard's reagent, alkyl magnesium halide, whatever that. Methyl magnesium chloride, ethyl magnesium bromide, whatever that. Alkyl magnesium halide is called Grignard's reagent. When the alkyl halides reacts with the magnesium, we get Grignard's reagent, positive. At the same time, in this Grignard's reagent, if you are observed, see the metal magnesium. Magnesium is nothing but metal. It's directly bonded with the carbon. Magnesium directly bonded with the carbon. Where the metal directly bonded with the carbon, that type of compounds are called organometallic compounds. Organometallic compounds. Okay, what is called an organometallic compound? Organometallic compound means which compound the metal directly bonded with the carbon. See, magnesium metal directly bonded with the carbon. So this is called an organometallic compound. Grignard's reagent is nothing but organometallic compound. Alkyl magnesium halide is called Grignard's reagent. It is also called organometallic metallic compound, where the metal directly bonded with the carbon. That is called organometallic compound. Okay, now if you are observed here, between alkyl and magnesium, generally this bond is a polar bond, polar covalent bond. Okay, in this process, see, so RMZX. Okay, in this process, the magnesium getting partially positive charge, the carbon getting partially negative charge. Not only that, your halogen also getting negative charge, but magnesium halogen bond is a somewhat ionic nature, ionic. So because more electronegativity difference is present. Here, the important thing, alkyl magnesium bond is a polar covalent bond. Because of that reason, Grignard's reagent is more reactive. Polar means more reactive. When the Grignard's reagent, it is important. See, if the Grignard's reagent RMZX, it combines with any proton availability compound, it is nothing but hydrogen availability compound. Proton means it is nothing but H plus giving substance like ammonia, like alcohols, like water, Okay, water give H plus and OH minus ion. Proton availability. Otherwise, alcohols, ROH. Otherwise, ammonia, NH3. Okay, all these compounds, these are produced of proton, H plus ion, hydrogen's availability is there. Otherwise, one more thing, where the hydrogen bonded with more electronegativity atoms. More electronegativity means like as a oxygen, like as a nitrogen. See here, hydrogen bonded with nitrogen. Okay, here hydrogen bonded with oxygen. There also hydrogen bonded with oxygen. Where hydrogen bonded with the more electronegativity atoms like oxygen, nitrogen, fluorine, like that. In such case, the Grignard's reagent reacts with the type of compounds we get here corresponding alkanes. Very simple. Here R combined with the H. We get RH. It is nothing but alkane. See this. That is nothing but alkane. RH. If we can take Grignard's reagent, methyl magnesium chloride, we get methane. Ethyl magnesium chloride, we get methyl magnesium chloride, methane. Ethyl magnesium chloride, ethane. Propyl magnesium chloride, propane. Okay, remaining we get byproduct. See this byproduct, remaining MgOHX. Okay, it is called magnesium hydroxy halide, hydroxy magnesium halide. What are that? Hydroxy magnesium halide. It is a byproduct. See, not only here, if it reacts with alcohol, they are also same. R combined with H, we get RH. If Grignard's reagent reacts with ammonia, they are also same. R combined with one hydrogen, we get alkane. Okay, it is also important. What is the meaning of this? See. So Grignard's reagent, alkyl magnesium. So carbon magnesium bond is a polar bond, polar covalent bond. Because of that reason, it is chemically more reactive. When the Grignard's reagent combines with proton availability compound, proton is nothing but hydrogen H plus ion, where the hydrogen bonded with more electronegativity atoms like oxygen, like nitrogen, like fluorine. In such case, the Grignard's reagent combines with the hydrogen, we get corresponding alkanes. So these are the reaction with the metals. We want mainly these two things here. Okay. Now see. It is clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. After that.
Sir, always we take dry ether.
Dry ether only. Why? Okay, because dry ether is behave like as a indirectly a good solvent. If you cannot take dry ether, otherwise here dry ether also if participating reaction, we get the instead of alkanes other products. Somewhat the reaction disturbed. So that's why we take the here dry ether. Particularly that is a good solvent. That's why they are given particular dry ether. Okay, now say next one, haloarenes. Haloarenes. Okay, halogen derivatives of alkanes and haloarenes. Haloarenes properties. Before that, we discuss about some properties of haloarenes. Okay, see. Haloarenes means I have given simply halogen directly bonded with the benzene ring. Where the halogen directly bonded with the benzene ring, that is called haloarene. First thing. Okay, how to prepare haloarenes? What I have given about preparations, haloarenes. First haloarene.
Electrophilic substitution.
Okay, after reactivity also I will explain haloarenes. Okay, total haloarenes ka now see. Haloarene. So haloarenes, where the halogen, example C, where the halogen directly bonded with the benzene ring. It is nothing but benzene ring. So it is called, we can say, it is an example of haloarine. Chlorobenzene is an example of haloarine. Chlorobenzene. Okay, now, so here, haloarines. So first point, see, haloarines are chemically less reactive than halogen derivatives of alkanes. Otherwise, haloarines are chemically less reactive than alkyl halides. Okay, why? What is the reason? Okay, here first about that we discuss about what is the nature of CX bond. Okay, here CX bond means it is nothing but I have taken just X. X is nothing but any one. So it is called example of what we can say haloarine. Haloarine, not chlorobenzene. You can take Cl chlorobenzene. Okay, now what is the nature of CX bond in haloarines? See. Okay, before we know one thing. So in alkyl halides, say the alkyl halide RX I have given. In RX case, the halogen bonded carbon hybridization here, what we are getting sp3. If we can take methyl chloride, ethyl chloride, propyl chloride, whatever that. What is the hybridization? sp3. Now here halogen bonded carbon. Here what we get the hybridization?
sp2.
sp2. sp2. Now, so at the same time, before I have given one more thing, electronegativity order given. Electronegativity. So out of 3 carbons, sp, sp2, sp3, which is the more electronegative? Which is the more electronegativity atom?
sp3.
So what I have given, electronegativity is directly proportional to percentage of S. That is given 1 point given. sp, sp2, sp3 में electronegativity is directly proportional to percentage of S. S percentage means sp में S percentage 50. I have given this order. sp carbon is more electronegativity than sp2. That is more electronegativity than sp3. There I have given electronegativity is directly proportional to percentage of S. In sp hybridization, sp carbon में what is the S percentage? 50. sp2 33.
33.
Okay, sp3 25.
And
Here 25. Here 50, 33.33, it is 25. So percentage of S is directly proportional to electronegativity. Here, see. So here halogen bonded carbon sp2 because the carbon surrounded one pi bond is there. In alkyl halides, so in alkyl halide, it is a alkyl halide. Alkyl halide, halogen bonded carbon, sp3 carbon, first thing. Second thing, see. Now onwards, so I will give one new concept, see this, conjugation. Okay. Conjugation means it is a one type of link. What is called conjugation? Okay, if one molecule is said to be in conjugation, one molecule is said to be in conjugation. Generally, if the molecule is said to be in conjugation means if anywhere the atom or group, generally conjugations, links are different types of links are there, mainly lone pair and pi conjugation. This is the main important, this type of link. Second one, lone pair conjugation. Third thing, pi conjugation. Fourth thing, pi charge conjugation. Okay, these links are mainly four types. Mainly lone pair pi conjugation, lone pair pi link. Okay, what is the link? What is the use of that? Okay, see. If any molecule bonded atom or group, for example, here halogen I have taken, haloarenes name, benzene having halogen. Okay, this halogen having how many lone pair of electrons are present?
3.
Three lone pairs. Very good. Sir, how to know lone pair? Halogen means seventh group of element. Valency electrons are 7. For example, if we can take the chlorine. So if you have taken chlorine, so chlorine atomic number 17. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. This is the electronic configuration. Okay, in this electronic configuration, it is the K shell, it is the L shell, it is the M shell. The valency shell having how many electrons are there? 7 electrons. Out of 7 electrons, the halogen used 1 electron in covalent bond formation. See this. Here carbon between halogen covalent bond is there. Okay, in that formation, how many electrons it is used here? 1 electron. 1 electron. Okay, clear? So 1
Yes.
electron is used for 1 covalent bond formation, halogen. Carbon between halogen 1 covalent bond is there. Remaining this halogen surrounded by, so how many electrons are present? 6.
6.
Okay, 6 electrons means it is nothing but 3 lone pairs. 3 lone pairs. Okay, in this process, so we can say halogen having lone pair electrons are there. Halogen having lone pair of electrons are there. So here lone pair of electrons are there. At the same time, the bonded atom carbon surrounded pi bond is there. See, halogen having lone pair, X having lone pair of electrons. That bonded atom, carbon surrounded pi bond is there. So this is called, this type of link is called lone pair pi conjugation. So in this case, we can say given molecule is in conjugation. Given molecule is in conjugation. Which type of conjugation? Which type of link? Lone pair and pi conjugation. Lone pair and pi conjugation. In such process, if the molecule is in conjugation, what happens? If anywhere the molecule is in conjugation, so in such process, the lone pair of electrons, see this, the lone pair of electrons so here halogen, the molecule is in conjugation, so it is a carbon. Not only there, all places carbons are present. In such case, the lone pair of electrons move towards the lone pair of electrons move towards pi bond atom. What is the meaning of that? See, according to we are expected here compared to carbon, halogen is more electronegativity. We know about that. Even though, so the halogen lone pair electrons are moved towards carbon. Why? Because due to conjugation. If any molecule is in conjugation, according to conjugation concept, the lone pair of electrons are moved towards the delocalization. That is also called. So generally, the delocalizations are takes place. That is the correct word. If any molecule is in conjugation, in such process, we are observed delocalization of electrons. Delocalization means the moving of electrons we are observed moving. Okay, here I have taken lone pair of electrons are moving towards carbon. In this process, how to move? Already this carbon satisfied tetravalency. Here indirectly, each carbon satisfied tetravalency. Okay. If I have given hydrogens, it is somewhat confusion. That's why I have given without hydrogens resonance structures. It is a benzene, haloarine, chlorobenzene. Okay, when these lone pair electrons are moved towards that carbon, say now here between carbon, halogen, which bond is formed? Double bond. Okay, remaining here having electrons are present, this halogen getting positive charge. It is correct or not? Anyone? So because here both electrons are given by which one? Halogen only. That's why the halogen getting +1. According to rule, if the halogen contribute one electron in covalent bond formation, it is not getting any charge. It loses one more electron extra. That's why the halogen getting the here positive charge. After that, this carbon already satisfied tetravalency. Here already which is there? Hydrogen. All cases hydrogens are present indirectly. If I have given this one somewhat confusion, that's why आपको books में भी वो hydrogen नहीं देते कभी भी. So tetravalency देख लो. Already this carbon satisfied tetravalency. Am I right? So because of that reason, here these pi electrons are immediately moving on orthocarbon. So here not possible. Now that's why these two pi electrons moved on orthocarbon. That carbon getting -1 charge. -1 because according to rule this carbon having, what about that? So this bond having only one electron, but both electrons are moving on the carbon getting negative charge. Okay, remaining as is here double bond, here double bond. Understood this? Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Now this molecule exists. Yes. Now see, next chance, one more, okay, resonance possibility is there. Okay, the one more, by using these two electrons, here this carbon form here double bond. By using these two electrons, this carbon form double bond. Okay, here all cases, what are present? Carbons. See, indirectly all our carbons are present. Okay, when the electrons moving on the carbon, say this. Now, here already double bond, here a positive charge. Now here a carbon. Now this carbon having hydrogen, here to form double bond. Okay, when here to form double bond, already this carbon satisfied here tetravalency. So in this case, what about that? These pi electrons moved on which carbon? Para. Which carbon? Para. It is a para carbon. Para carbon getting which charge? -1. Okay, as it is here double bond, this carbon having hydrogen. See this. Satisfy everything valency. Okay, now further what is the chance? by using these 2 electrons here to form double bond, this carbon. Now here, already here, carbon halogen double bond, halogen having positive charge. Now here, double bond is there. This carbon satisfy the valency. Now this carbon, by using the electrons here to form the double bond, that is satisfied tetravalency. Now here, already here, carbon, carbon. So here this pi bond transferred, which one? Artho. See this? Now here, this carbon getting which charge? Minus. Clear? Any doubt? Okay, next chance. Anyone? Say that further chance. Now here, anyone? By using these 2 electrons, here this carbon form here double bond. See? So as it is, carbon, 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 carbon. Here, see, already double bond is there. Here, double bond is there as it is. Now here, hydrogen, 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 hydrogen as it is. Okay, further, here already hydrogen is there. Now by using 2 electrons here, this carbon form double bond. See, so here which bond is required? Single bond. Single bond means here these 2 pi electrons as it is moved on halogen. Understood that? These 2 pi electron double bond is there. Double bond pi electrons moved on halogen as it is. Here which bond is required? Single bond only. Because already the carbon tetravalence is satisfied. So in such case, the halogen getting here again which charge? Negative charge. Like sorry, the negative charge is disappear as it is, that is satisfied valency na. Dekh lo.
Yes.
So valence is satisfied or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now say if any molecule haloarenes is in conjugation. Okay, the delocalization of pi electrons takes place. This is the delocalization of pi electrons or lone pair electrons. Whatever the delocalization of electrons are takes place. The electrons are from here to moving towards ortho, ortho to para, para to ortho again as it is. All these structures are called resonance structures. Resonance. In these resonance structures, we are observed second, third, fourth structures. Resonance means equal structures, equal probability. Second, third, fourth structures. Carbon halogen, which bond is there?
Double.
Double bond.
Double bond.
Double bond means I have given very short bond. Very short bond means very strong bond. Generally, double bond means short bond, bond length less compared to single bond. Okay, short bond is a strong bond. Strong bond means breaking is difficult. That's why the haloarenes are chemically less reactive. This breaking is very difficult. But it is look like single bond, but internally double bond nature is present. Due to that nature, haloarenes are chemically less reactive. But alkyl halide not like that. Alkyl halide halogen carbon bond is a pure single bond only. Here there is no conjugation. If you can take methyl halide, halogen में lone pair electrons are present but no conjugation.